Hey guys, so this is kind of funny. The other day I was streaming and my video got copyright claimed by this. It got claimed by that. How does that even happen? Like, why? Why? Why does it get claimed by that? By, oh my, why and how does it get claimed by that? I find that funny. It's just so stupid. Like, it gets claimed by a freaking dancing dog. Like, what the heck, bro? Like, how does that even happen? It got claimed by a freaking dancing dog. Why and how does that happen? How and why? Why did it get claimed by a freaking dancing dog? I find that kind of stupid, but I also find it kind of funny. It's so stupid, but it's yet so simple. Like, I remember we were playing a game, and that video just started playing of the dancing dog, bro. But it's kind of funny to me. It also is kind of stupid. But I mean, it's not like anything that's gonna, like, oh, ruin my channel completely. All it is like freaking, it's a dancing dog. It's something so simple, yet so stupid. Like, bro. It's so dumb. Okay, whoever just got here, you probably don't understand what I'm talking about. My video got copyright claimed for a dancing dog. It got copyright claimed for a dancing dog. Apparently that's not okay. This video is probably going to get claimed by that dancing dog again because I played it for like the first 5 seconds of the stream. But I really don't care at all. Oh, that's so stupid. Let's get well, let's get straight to Terraria. So my friend is gonna remind me something to do on Terraria. It's supposed to give me a really much better armor. Hopefully he's watching right now. Tyler, you watching? There we go. Terraria's back. Up and running, boys. Let's do this. I'm gonna make the lighting better. There, lighting should be better. It's not funky and weird. You guys can recommend songs in chat and I'll check them out before I play them. Make sure they're not like copyrighted or some crap like that. So that the ore we're looking for today is like a blood ore or something. It can summon a meteorite. I got a wooden yo-yo. I can walk the dog. So, what I gotta look for is a mine in the Crimson. If you don't know what the Crimson is, go watch some of my other streams. We called it the blood biome. Because it looks like blood and death. And past that biome is a desert. There could be some good stuff in this hole, but I do not want to die right now. Oh, get one-shotted, bro. It's a little sword cactus. It's a little sword. I'm guessing that Matt is the only viewer currently, most likely. Because Matt, like, watches all my streams for some reason. My mic is on, right? Yeah, it is, alright. I just want to make sure. Oh, crud. See? Crimson biome. No! I wasted it! No! 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 Oh my gosh. I am so stupid. Bruh. Let's make a crafting table right here. So we can just place it down and then... Okay. You can go away. Go! So we can try to see what I need to make a stick of dynamite. Do I have enough stuff for it? I don't think I do. Well, shoot. We're gonna go mining. No. Ah! I didn't see you. I didn't see you. Get it. Go. Go. Run. You. You can... That guy can just die. Oh. Stuff down there. So I guess we'll dig straight down. Just kidding. You don't dig straight down in this game because it's not like it's gonna matter and there's no risk to it one bit. So what we're looking for is a Crimson Cave. And they can have a certain ore that can blow up, I'm pretty sure. And if I blow it up, it will summon a meteorite. And if I do that, I can get meteorite ore. And that would be kind of pretty epic, actually. So, I want to do that. Okay, you can go away. There you go, die. It's over there, though. Now I can do this, which is pretty sweet. Die. You guys can stop. I don't like you guys. I might change the texture for them. They suck. I hate them. They creep me out. Maybe I can make some armor out of this. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see, because maybe I could. Or can I just not mine this stuff? Am I just being such a noob right now, bro? Oh, it's just regular cactus. Oh, so it doesn't matter at all. They're dead. What is that? A vertebrate? What? Oh, here's what I was looking for. I knew this was here somewhere. I just had to go look for it. Okay, you can go away. There's one in there, too. I see you. There's so many in here. Jesus. There's gonna be a crap ton of these in here, ain't there? You go away. Go away. I don't like you spiders. I don't like spiders in general. They freak me out a little bit. But I'm just gonna remain calm. I wish I could shoot like something at them. But I can. There we go. We good in here, bro. We chillin'. My God, I'm just spamming torches. There's 3 crafting tables over here, bro. What the heck? Why is there so many crafting tables like this, bro? What even are these things? Oh my God. There's no wall for miles now, is there? Oh boy. Go away. Die, die. Noob. Get noob. Die, noob. Is that a heart? Deathweed. That's a deathweed. There's a heart. Right there. That's one I need to blow up. See the heart? I need to blow that up. Okay, so we have one. We found one. They're supposed to summon... Oh my God. That's so beautiful. Ah, get noob. Alright. Life crystal. Can we use this, please? I'm pretty sure this gives me... Yeah, it gives me more health. Die. So we found a few hearts. These are supposed to drop meteorites, which is supposed to drop good stuff. Which is also I can mine, and I can get good collectibles. What the heck's that? It's a rope. Makes no sense. Okay. So boys, we chillin', bro. We chillin'. I want to see what happens if you mine it, though. I know you're not supposed to mine it. I know this, but I mean, I have like 50 gazillion of them, so I think I'm alright. I think I'll be good. How do I make dynamite? Do you guys know? Does anyone actually know how to make dynamite? I might actually just kill myself because, bro, I don't know what to do. Cause to get back up there, so please kill me, bro. All right. Let's look up how to make dynamite. I had to go get my ice cream. Um, yeah. So yeah, I got ice cream. I'm not hungry for it right now though. I'll eat it a bit. I hope that there's really good loot though. I really do. We just hit the jackpot. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. We just hit the freaking jackpot. So much ores. We rich, boys. We rich. We hecka rich. What is that? Is that ruby? Might be. We just hit another jackpot, boys. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Woo! Kill me. I want to go home. Well, that sucks really badly. Okay, that sucks. Still thinks I'm playing Celeste, but I don't freaking care. Well, at least I got a lot of gold bars, bro. I'm just gonna place this inside my house. There we go. We have a mini wall of that. Now, do you know what flippin' time it is, boys? I got bombs. Do you know what that means? That means heal. Heal. Quit wasting my time. Shut up. I gave you a home. SMH, SMH, SMH. Chicky blicky. Chicky blicky. What are you? Had to do that because if I just like chuck it and it doesn't stay there, that would not end up good. Base monster, more like no monster. Imagine if it was a blood moon, bro. I would literally be just cowering inside my house. So many torches. I was told to blow up the hearts. I know who told me this, and if he is lying, I will find him tomorrow. I swear, if it's like Minecraft and the explosions don't do this. I was told to blow these up. Can I mine them one? No, I can't. Let's blow it up. A chill goes down your spine. What is that supposed to mean? A meteorite? I got a meteorite. Holy crap. You don't know how happy I am. I just gotta find the stinking meteorite, and then I can make some armor, like a sword or something. I don't know what I can make, but I am freaking excited. Maybe we should, like, blow up a few more of them, so we can just be safe. Blow up this last one. I mean, we got one meteor, so let's commit yippee. Yippee-ki-yay. Can I please just die in this game? Yay! Yeah. I got so many XP in my ender chest. I'm a good player. How do I find a meteorite? So guys, you missed it, but a meteorite dropped somewhere, but I don't know where to find it. I'm gonna look up how to do it. We gotta find a meteorite biome. I don't know where the heck we're gonna find that, but we're gonna find it. It's the last freaking thing we do. I wish I could just make it daytime though. You are the most adorable thing ever. What is going on? Is it snowing? Or is that rain? I can't tell. It's snowing. Beautiful. We're gonna adventure to find the freaking meteorite biome, because that's where it says it spawns, so we just gotta find that. Okay, boys, we be adventuring. Can you stop, stupid flying fish? Well, I found it. Heal me, please. Um. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just not putting up a fight because I just really need to go home, bro. I'm a good player. I have so many XP in my ender chest. All the other players with the diamond armor gold, you better sprint. Mm, 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 mm. I need one more gold bar. And I need wood. Okay. We need to go hunting for gold, bro. We're going gold hunting. We need one more gold bar, then we can make a gold pickaxe. And we can mine meteorite with the gold pickaxe. And then we can make meteorite armor and other stuff that will be nice and fun and useful, so that we can beat the Eye of Cthulhu. We will defeat the Eye of Cthulhu, and we will muck on his grave. Alright, boys? We gonna teabag the Eye of Cthulhu. But first, we gotta get gold. So I think we probably gonna go back to that one biome that gave me a crap ton of gold. Unless I can find something up here, because I haven't been up here yet. Actually, I think I have a mining potion. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's not what I thought it would do. And then we can, if we get that, then we can, let's go. Or is that just tin? I'm just making sure because I don't know what this stuff looks like. That's just tin, alright. You die. You murdered me earlier? I mean, it was sort of on purpose because I did want to die then. But now I don't want to die, so, because I'm looking for something that I need. I hate this ice. It's so annoying. It just freaking breaks under your feet, bro. There's one gold. I don't have any other gold, do I? That's my first gold. No, it's not. What do I need to make a gold bar? Let's make a crafting table and see if I can make a gold bar right now. I think I need like 5 or something. So I can't make it yet, but I'm getting close. That's silver. I don't need silver. But freaking gold pickaxes ain't cheap. So now we know where the meteorite landed. Oh, oh my god! He just went like, and then like full on murdered me, bro. Guys, this is so sad. Can we get an F in chat? All right. For me, I don't take the, oh, I'm gonna walk all the way back. I just take the, I'm gonna die because it's faster, one, and two, it's also, it doesn't make me lose any items. So it's like Minecraft, but you have keep inventory on. Right, boys? I just need to find some more gold, bro. And then whatever the heck that is, I think that's ruby, so I can like mine that, and then we'd be good, bro. We're just gonna... What the heck are you? I know you're not friendly. You ain't friendly, bro. Heck off, heck off, heck, stop, stop, stop! Like, freaking stop, bro. Well, that was our oof. Well, that was a rip. We're not giving up. We gotta get this gold, bro. We gotta get this gold. We gotta get this epic Minecraft dub. Because if we don't, then I'm gonna be disappointed in myself. If I'm disappointed in myself, I'm gonna be angry. And if I'm gonna be angry, I'm not gonna be able to fight the Eye of Cthulhu. My final words to you, goodbye. And by the way, guys, if you already haven't, subscribe to Davey504. He makes epic Minecraft chill content. And base. Subscribe for more base. Is that? Did I miss that? Should be right. Here. Should be one right here, it says. Oh my, what the? There's one right there. Ha ha ha, Fortnite funny. Funny Fortnite. Making an axe, a gold axe, and a gold short sword? Not enough. I need a pickaxe so that I can move forward. Cool, I don't know what that is, but it's cool. Let's fill that. What is this thing? That gave me a lot of good loot, bro. I need to find iron, bro. I mean gold. There we go. We got another gold ore, or if that's topaz or something, I'm going to scream. I'm gonna be so freaking angry. Gold, it's good. It's gold, it's good, good, gold. Gold, it's gold, it's good, it's good, it's gold. Stop it! No! All the other players with the diamond armor, gold, you better. There's so many freaking caves in here. Normie. So we just got another life crystal. So now we get an OP, boys. Where is it? Life right there. Da 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 da. There we go. We got more health. I really freaking hope that we can find more stuff. Viking helmet. Hmm. Dang it! Where the heck am I supposed to get gold? Bro, this is so annoying. I wish I could just trade gold with you, bro. Like, that would be so freaking helpful. But I can't. Because I need more gold, and this is not ideal. And I can freaking make another gold bar. Of course I can. So there we go. Better pickaxe. 4 melee, 6 melee. Alright, boys. We doing this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, 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 go. Let's switch these because this looks really cool. Freaking cool on me. Wee! Oh my gosh! That was an accident, but I don't regret it one bit. I'm freaking Sonic. Yeah, he's the one with not that good of trades, but I'll still go to him soon. That was not an Epic Gamer move. No! Black lens? Why you got... What are you talking about? Black lens, bro? Couldn't put the fire out? Shush. I didn't pick up any of it, did I? Well, we gonna do this in the daytime instead. I don't think there's any, like, armor I can use to pick it up. But I think as soon as I get some of this stuff and it makes better armor, I'm probably gonna stop streaming. Or should I do the Eye of Cthulhu before I stop streaming? I think I probably might save the Eye of Cthulhu for tomorrow. Why not? But I am also kind of really excited to defeat the Eye of Cthulhu. Kids, do not try this at home. Don't put wood right next to fire. Guess what? I'm placing it right there. I'm placing it right there. Yeah, Dad. Okay, I wasn't expecting to live. We got a meteorite banner. We placed it right there because, of course, where else am I gonna place it? Except right next to the meteorite. Make a lot of these, because I think you make armor out of this. Throw this last one away. Okay, so what we did was, we got some more armor. I think I'm gonna go get some more, and then we're gonna, cause it's probably gonna be nighttime when I'm done with it. So I'm gonna summon the Eye of Cthulhu, defeat the Eye of Cthulhu, hopefully. Cross my fingers. I got lots more stuff, lots more health since last time I got 160. I got better armor. My sword's the same as last time, but whatever. I got 15 defense. hopefully if the torso gives me 5. If it gives me more, great, that's great. Wonderful, lovely. But maybe we can make a meteor sword, pickaxe, something like that. Mm. But I'm gonna end the stream there, and then we'll come back tomorrow. See ya.